issue in the Black community, and that is the blackface representation is of abuse and murder against Black people. And therefore, it's my opinion that their commitment cannot just be to internal changes and folks within the industry. It has to be for them to meet us on the ground to help fulfill the work that we're trying to do.
So basically, everything they did was pretty much to benefit them.
It seems that it was to benefit the company and, to be fair, other designers who are out here trying to get their work done.
However, but if other designers who out here with new, fresh ideas, eyes, and spirit brought into Gucci, they gonna design for Gucci.
Gucci gonna make the money.
That's going to benefit them ultimately in the long run. So everything that they did ultimately was to benefit them and their company and to benefit their bottom line, correct?
That is what I feel, sir.
Okay, so what specific attention had been paid to the plight of our community and the people and what we go through, and the reason that we called for this.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? The reason that we called for this demonstration in the first place. What has been done to answer that?
I don't know. Did you get a call?
Nah, bro. I'm the last motherfucker.
I'm just saying.
They tried to steer clear of me as much as possible. You know what I'm saying?
Clearly, me too.
And if they don't want to answer tough questions and they're not trying to do no real work, then rightfully so, they probably should, because I'm not gonna throw them no softball.
No, that's not gonna happen. And the bottom line is that they need to make a commitment to meet us on the ground. That's it. I mean, every other company that I've been involved with these things, we had the same issue with Pepsi when I worked at the National Action Network, and other organizations have challenged. The NAACP does it, where you challenge corporations to get involved in the work, to put their money and their resources behind the work that's happening on the ground. That needs to happen. That commitment is still unfilled. The issue of blackface has not been addressed.
I believe, and that's another thing. I believe that there has been nothing done to heal the hurt that came from the mistake that was made, aside from a written apology.
Exactly.
There was nothing, and a written apology, after you spit in somebody's face, you can't just apologize and just expect that to go away and go about your normal business as usual. You know what I'm saying? You have to actually do work and put in efforts and apply some energy and some real attention toward that. You know what I'm saying? And that don't seem like that's really what they did. It seemed like another case of, okay, we're going to do some things to say that we appease the situation and kind of try to sweep this under the rug and hope it blows over. And, let's go ahead and get back to our
to people buying Gucci. Exactly. And if it's not for people like us, no. And
that's not going to work.
And to the credit of those in the room that I have talked to, they said that they will monitor. First of all, they had demands. They had a list of demands of things that they wanted Gucci to do. And then the next day, Gucci responded and said that they are going to do some of those things. So I feel like that's a good sign, which means they should also do that as it relates to dealing with the issues of Black lives.
Absolutely.
And so we have to see how they handle us, because we're not going away.
Absolutely. Okay, so Gucci, what would we like to say to Gucci? Because I'm sure they're going to see this. I'm sure at some point in time they're going to look at this and they're going to see this. So I'm going to go first. Okay, look, Gucci, you need to get some people at the table who can actually do something for you, aside from just kind of fan you and tell you things that you might want to hear and make it comfortable for you while you're in the room. Not to say that that's all you had there, but from the actions that were distributed, from from what we saw, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. The pain run much deeper than that. The hurt you caused was far more significant than that. You can't just come back and say, okay, we're going to let Black people work for us. We're going to let young Black people come in and have an opportunity to design for. Nah, that's not good enough. That's not good enough. We have to really get into what causes the pain of blackface. You have to really assist the people in the community that's doing the work and allow us to continue to do the work that's going to have an effective change in our communities. That's what we need. That's what we're demanding. And if you would like for us to continue to shop and to spend our hard-earned dollars, because one more thing, I told you this before, we earn the least amount of money. We have the least amount of ownership, but we spend the most amount of money with y'all. Okay, so now it's time for y'all to funnel that back. Okay?
Right.
We've been spending our money with y'all, even though we ain't got it. We spend money we ain't got with y'all. So now it's time for y'all to kick that back. Y'all got to kick that back, man. Y'all gonna have to kick that back, spread that out, man. You know what I mean? We need some real
reparations, Doc.
I'm talking about like on some real shit. Y'all gonna have it gonna be something significant. It's gonna have to be something significant, and you're gonna have to fill the room up with some people who can actually get that done for you. And until you do, man, we demonstrate.
I agree.
You violate, we demonstrate.
That's right.
Point blank, period.
That's right. And I think that if I had to say one thing to them, it's like, let's have a meeting with the real activists who are on the ground dealing with the issues of Black death, Black murder, police brutality, racism, people who are part of the social justice community.
Right on.
A council of individuals from Black Lives Matter to Black Youth Project to the Gathering for Justice to you name it. Right. Have them at the table and come and meet with us and help to structure a plan. This is $1 billion, however many dollars corporation that has the resources that we need to do the work on the ground. Period.
Now, speaking of which, they have a parent company. And I found that parent company. That parent company also has other subsidiaries, and I'll name those brands a little bit later. I don't want to do that right now. And I've been checking the stocks. I've been checking the value of the stock of that parent company. Okay? And that takes me to my next thing. The reason I called for a 3-month boycott is because in 3 months, you can see how you affect their quarterly earnings. They post their quarterly earnings next quarter. Quarter is 3 months. You understand that? So what we do today, if we stop buying Gucci today, is not going to affect their earnings immediately. We don't see the effects of what we do until 3 months from now when they post their earnings. That's the reason why I said we're going to start with 3 months. That, along with the fact that, you know, with us, with our people, you know what I'm saying, we lazy and we just
sometimes.
I mean, when I say we lazy, I'm talking about we lazy when it comes to doing things that's an inconvenience to us.
Sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? Things that are inconvenience to us. We like Gucci. You know what I'm saying? We done bought Gucci. We done spent so much money. I'm gonna wear it. Listen, man. Listen. Right now, this is
more than you can chew.
This bigger than your fly. It's bigger than your drip. It's bigger than me. You dig what I'm saying? So that's why I wanted to start small and grow from there. It wasn't just because I wanted to do it for a little while and then get right back to it when they apologize. Like, I ain't even cut like that. Anybody who even thought that of me had that in their mind, like, you got the wrong concept to tip. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the kind of guy I am. I ain't never presented myself to be that kind of guy.
Right. No, 100%. And, you know, again, I said, don't bite off more than you could chew.
Absolutely.
People have been asking me about the 3 months thing. And what we have to be able to understand is we need to be strategic, which means you have to be able to measure impact. So when folks say, well, let's look at the parent company and let's just boycott all of it, they'll never be able to assess our damage if we don't zero in on one particular thing and show how
and let them feel the impact of the absence of our dollars. As consumers, we run this shit. I don't know if you know it. That's why our power lies. Every one of us get up, get out of our house. We either go work or we go hustle. We do something to earn. And when we earn, we go buy.
That's right.
So when we go buy, that's our power. And that's how we got to distribute. That's how we got to really show people that they got to respect us by relinquishing our power.
That's exactly right.
We got to do that.
That's exactly right. It's not, I just want to make sure that people know that we're not just shooting from the hip. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like we're educated people, we're business owners. We've been in this movement. I've been doing this work for over 20 years. We know what we're talking about in terms of being able to show your impact, because that's what people care about. They don't really care about you out here hooping and hollering about who don't like who and who. Nah, that's not important. What's important is the bottom line. And people are saying, well, I'm never wearing Gucci again. Good. And you shouldn't. Like
that's fine.
no one said do it for 3 months and then let's all run back in Gucci. We're saying let's make a coordinated effort, all of us working together, not just to not buy it, but also
Right,
not to wear it, not to
right,
promote any of it, and then
right.
see what happens from there.
Once that shit
Discipline.
ain't in our videos,
Right.
once that shit ain't showing up at our clubs, once that shit ain't no longer being bought out they stores, once we don't want to wear it at our award shows, my man, that shit has an impact. And of
Right.
course, the answer is eventually to buy black and to empower black people.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, that's the
Absolutely.
ultimate. I'm wearing
Absolutely.
black right now.
I
You know
buy
what I'm saying?
black all the time.
This Heron Preston, off white. You know what I'm saying? And I got some J's on.
I
So
wear black all the time. I
I
buy
mean,
black. All
you
kinds
ain't
of
got
shit.
to you ain't got to not be fly to buy
Right.
black. You dig what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the more we accustom ourselves to doing so, the more we'll get used to it. But we got to start somewhere.
That's right. That's
We
right.
got to start somewhere.
Off White is a black brand. I don't know.
Absolutely. Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it is. Virgil Abloh.
Oh.
Yes. Off White is a black
Education.
brand.
Education. Thank you. I'll go get me some Off White. I
He
go.
also the head designer for Louis Vuitton.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is very
Yeah.
good information.
You dig what I'm saying?
And you know, I want to
So
make it. Someone wrote on my page the other day and said, "Oh, look at Miss Jessie B. My family is on here. Like, buy black with her." That's right, Miss Jessie. I see you, Jessica. But anyway, I was gonna say people on there like, oh, you know, Tamika, I saw you with your red bottoms on. Yep, I wear all that. I do all that. I dress fly. I do all. I
but
keep
we
a
gotta
pretty
stop
face.
criticizing each other though.
Exactly. We
We
want
gotta
to
stop
tear down the
criticizing
people
each other.
doing the work. Like, why?
Because we making sacrifices, man. We
Right.
making sacrifices. We out
Exactly.
here doing shit that you don't
Ain't
want
gonna do.
to take
Don't
your
want to
time to
do it.
do.
Ain't gonna do it. Ain't gonna do it. I'm like, you know, I told somebody the other day, they're like, oh, well, you know, something they were saying to me about you. You know, I be fighting for my brothers all the time. And I just basically was like, stop lying on him. And by the way, all of this about
What did they
what
say
you,
about me?
your personal life and how did it, listen, when we on the
What you
front
mean? See, now
line,
that came from. And please excuse my language for all the ladies on the line,
oh
especially
shit,
you
I might
two.
have to hang up.
That came from the fuck nigga. And to be honest with you, I call him that because it's a lot of us out there like that. They always want to jump against the motion of the movement.
It's sad. It's
Always
sad.
want to jump, just want to find something, want to take your personal differences with a person, and you want to apply that to the movement. Listen, this shit bigger than me. This shit bigger than me. I ain't out here doing it just because I don't like Gucci. I
Mm,
got a closet full of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It ain't because I don't like it. It's because I feel utterly disrespected and
right.
disgusted by the actions that took place. And I have to use my platform and all of the energy and the strategy I can muster up within myself to get something done about it. Or else I ain't shit.
Well, but you know what? Here's my 2 cents on this. Let me rant for a minute. And I'm out here on the front line. I do this work every day, right? And I take a major loss in life being out here, being in the struggle, going up against the system, getting death threats and all types of shit that I deal with. When I need help, when we was outside the damn detention center the other day and we was out there overnight and needed somewhere to be warm, I called you and others, and people sent money. Jay-Z sent us a RV. You sent us money for food. At the end of the day, we find y'all are with us. So all these other characters that's running their mouths that we are never able
But
to
they got
find
more
to
money.
do
They the
and
one
to
with all
do.
the money.
That's how it always
They
is.
talk about
They
all the
don't
money. And
do shit.
and to me, that's really what inspired me. You know what I'm saying? Because all of my music is really, it derives from my thoughts, my feelings, and my opinions. That's what it all derived from. I just happened to be in the studio that night, and I wasn't even going in there to record for myself. I was in there with Tokyo Jets, and Mikey Keys happened to play this beat for me. And since that's what was going through my head, and I was figuring out, like, man, I don't really want to say nothing, but the song just came out.
Well, but I mean, the song,
30,
listen,
45
let's
minutes.
be clear. Let's be clear that when you are working on in this arena, you feel utterly disrespected. You know you sacrificed in the beginning, and then somebody walks in front of a Gucci store and basically says, fuck your work, fuck everything we trying to do, and fuck our people. That shit invokes emotion in people. It's
Man,
a lot of
that
people
shit-
that was pissed
that
about that
That
trash
shit,
ass
look,
shit.
man, even if you decide that what you gonna do, no
Be
comment. Like,
quiet.
I believe I have a sneaking suspicion that this man asked the cameras to be out there. They man meet me on Rodale Drive, and they pulled up on him, and he walking, man, look, I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. Like, bro, you ain't got to go against us.
I say
Like,
all we wrong
even
and
if you-
strong.
Even if you don't like me, even if you don't like 50, bro, you ain't got to go against us. We still your people. We can
The
fight
people
amongst
that's
each other.
paying, the people whose backs you ride on, we are the ones invested in tickets for fights and, you know, buying all these different we're basically supporting your work. We support your craft.
Absolutely.
Like, you on our backs and disrespecting us by saying fuck that you love Gucci. Again,
Right.
I say it all
And
the
never
time.
address the fact, never address the fact
blackface
that
thing.
the blackface existed.
Exactly.
He said, what controversy?
Exactly.
What the fuck you mean, bro? What
You don't
controversy?
even know. You don't know.
You telling us not to care about this shit, nigga? This is a spit in our face. We can't not stand. We can't go for this.
It's
I
sad.
don't give a fuck how hard you fight. I'm fighting out here. I'm
It's
fighting
sad.
out here, and I'm fighting for this because this shit means something to me. And I don't
I
give a
take
fuck
it
who against
personal.
it. I don't give a fuck who against it. Just don't go against me. Don't go against the rest of the people behind me and beside me. You can't
Our
do that,
position
or
is,
else I'm gonna have to spank that ass. I'm
our
gonna have to. It's
position
gonna have to
is,
be addressed.
if you're not going to help us, don't hurt us. Just
That's
be
it.
quiet.
Just shut the fuck up. No
That's
comment.
it.
Fifth Amendment. It's an amendment for you. Just shut the fuck up.
That's it. It's sad. It's sad. But I just want to say this last thing. This whole idea of like, well, people are not perfect and therefore they don't have a place in the movement. You could bring me somebody that I don't care what they've done. They could do anything. If they gonna help us out here, if they're gonna be out here when the cops is tear gassing people, when you know we're up against this fucking system, I want you. I need you. So I don't care who you sleeping with. I don't care where you come from. I don't care about your background. I don't care
That's
about none of
another
that.
thing, though. But look, that's another thing. Where did we go wrong in life to where we felt like we have enough high and mighty positioning to be able to point and say, how dare he try to uplift his people when he's had infidelities?
I don't understand it. But
So
are we
you telling
talking
me
about?
because I
Are we
made a
talking about
mistake?
people? Are we talking about women? I'm just trying to make sure we talking about the same person.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really gonna just try and down nobody because, like, it ain't about me and him. But yeah, the man, yeah, he done did a bit.
Nah, it's trash though. It's
Abusing
wrong.
women. He done did it, but I ain't even bring that up. Like, if you notice, when I spoke on what I spoke on, it was all about anything that was associated with the facts at hand. I ain't brought up none of our past history, none of the shit that we went through historically. Like, that shit over. That shit old. I ain't even thinking about that shit. I laugh about that shit in my house. You know what I'm saying? This shit here right now is all I spoke on. So for him to go back and dig that up shows how little of a point he has with the present circumstances.
It's not funny. It's real serious. Like, this shit we dealing with is not a joke. It's serious out here. When you go call up Trayvon Martin's mother, Sandra Bland's mother, Eric Garner's mother, Rekia Boyd's
That's
mother.
real pain.
You call Shakisha Clemens up, who was thrown around in the damn Waffle House floor like a piece of trash with a private parts in the street, and you talking about, and that's where blackface derives from.
That's
and
right.
You talking about you don't care about that? I don't want to hear nothing.
I hear tap dancing, man. Tap dancing, getting your strings pulled by these rich white people, man. Because
well, that's what blackface is. Well, that's what blackface is.
That's what putting you in position.
To be clear, you playing your role.
Absolutely.
You playing your role.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Up,
Them folk
yeah.
got you out here, man. Got their cooning and buffooning, man, doing exactly what they want you to do. And I hate to see you like that, bro. I
Yeah.
hate to see you like that. I don't really necessarily, you're not necessarily my taste of person, but even still, I just don't want to see you like that. I think you're better than that. And I think that even still, if you would have had a question, you would have hit me and said, hey, man, why just the 3 months? I would have explained it to you and broke it down to you, told you what quarterly earnings was, told you what my strategy was. I would have gave you all that. But you want to go and, you know what I'm saying, man, like all that shit, man, that shit real. It's fuck nigga shit, bro. Like, for real. I don't have no other words to say it. I don't have no other words to say it.
But it's exactly why we in the situation we're in. That's why Gucci thinks they could do blackface and Prada can do monkeys and police can shoot us down and people can lock us up. That's why, because we got people like that help to explain away our problems or make jokes about our issues, make jokes about our pain. That's why we going through this. He is one of the people that helps it be comfortable for the racists to abuse our communities.
And then you want to throw some money in the faces of the poor people in the process. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the one line, the one line that stuck out was, they talking about they want a boycott. Well, this boy finna get on the yacht. Bro, you just called yourself a boy in front of a bunch of white people.
Well,
you know what I'm saying, man?
I mean,
like, my nigga, what are you doing, bro?
Sad.
Like, what are you doing?
But you know what,
man? We don't get down like that. And I ain't finna, before I let you get down like that, I'ma chastise you and check your motherfucking ass in front of them white people. I'ma let them know. Now, we not letting him get that off. No, I don't give a damn. I don't care how much money he got. I don't care how many fights he won. We as a people, we not gonna let him get that off in front of y'all. That ain't how we rocking. Got me fucked up.
The sad part is that he is not alone.
I mean, but that go for anybody, man. That go for Kanye.
There's a lot of them out here.
That go for Steve Harvey. That go for all of them. Hey, listen, man. Every time some had, and even my friend Lil Wayne, when he had an issue, I had to speak on my friend, somebody who I have a lot of love for, who I care about greatly. You know what I'm saying? And you think that if I'm gonna address him, I'm not gonna address you? You got me fucked up. This ain't just for you. This ain't just this for anybody who put themselves in that position.
And there you have it.
And with that being said, man, just let me know, man, what the next steps is, because Gucci, that's not good enough. Still on your ass, and we will not be in your stoves, and that didn't fix nothing. Dapper Dan, I respect you, but you know you can't do this on your own.
Nope. We respect you, but you can't. Well, I don't know. I don't respect people that tell you to come somewhere and then uninvite you without telling you, but that's another thing.
I respect him because I respect my elders. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got flaws, and I feel like, you know, he made some, you know, a couple wrong turns, was ill-advised on some shit, but still, I'm going to respect him until he disrespect himself.
We'll see what happens. I think there has to be multiple strategies. I believe that a strategy for in fashion is important because there are brothers and sisters trying to get in the industry right now. And again, if my sister Michaela Angela Davis was in the room, I know the room, there was some heat in there because that's what she does. So I'm
well, salute to all the real ones who was in the room.
That's right.
Salute to all the real ones who was in the room, who tried to put the right shit out there. You know what I mean?
That's right.
I mean,
and again, and you know what? The fashion world, they deserve, Black people in the fashion industry deserve the meeting because they're Black and they were offended and they've been trying to get equity in this industry for a while. And Gucci stepped right into their complaint. Ain't nobody in the room. We're not in the room. It's a bunch of white people in the room. You know what I'm saying? So that's fine. But there's some other work that has to be done. There is unfinished business that needs to be handled.
Right on, man. Well, listen, as usual, man, I'm by your side, and whatever it is we need to do, man, I'm gonna be first. I'm gonna be first there, man. I'm gonna be first there in line.
I know you will be, brother. We'll see you real soon. You know, you stay up out there and take care of your family. That's most important in this work.
Absolutely, we will, and we have to, and we are coordinating the meeting, the roundtable meeting, the discussion among the leaders of the community, the demonstrators and organizers and activists, who dedicate themselves to the work that need to be done, man, to uplift our communities and make it self-sustainable. We will be holding a very, very private roundtable discussion, and you'll be reached out to. And if you ain't been reached out to, reach out to one of us.
That's right. Reach out to us. Don't complain about it. Be about it.
All right.
Love you, brother. Peace out.
I love you too, sis. Take it light. All right. So let's see here, man. And my sister, I have a whole lot of respect for my sister, man, just because she's like she go above and beyond, man, for the people, anytime and every time. I'ma add my little bro, man, Euro got it. He had me to add him to the discussion. Euro,
what it do, homie?
What's happening?
Can't call it. I had something to say on the issue. Like, I feel where you coming from with the 3 months, and I think it's a good idea that they see how much of a dent it is put into it. The fact that we ain't supporting them, but at the same time, way I see it, and excuse my language, because I know it's a lot of different races in this live right now, but on the scale of calling us a nigga, it's almost equivalent to calling you a cracker. Like, I'm not supporting nothing ever again. Like, I'm not finna let a nigga see, oh, now you see I ain't spending with you. Now that I ain't spending with you, you know what I'm saying? You see how much you losing. All the nigga gonna do is apologize just so I can come back and shop with him. It still fuck me.
You
I
have
wouldn't
to
ever
show
go back
sorry.
to that shit.
You have to show sorry. You apologize with your efforts. You see what I'm saying? And your actions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just saying sorry, that shit ain't good enough. But if a motherfucker apologize and then they gonna do something that could help the movement kind of undo a lot of the shit that's been done, like, you know what I'm saying? That's a little different.
Right.
But I get where you coming from because the disrespect is real.
Right. And then another thing, you know, I noticed a lot of people come down on us as rappers, like, for wearing different designer brands and wearing this stuff, but what they don't understand is people that pick up the go order. What's up, bro? Just pick up the go order. What a lot of people what a lot of people don't understand, when you ain't came from nothing, like when you ain't had no money, you ain't never had nothing, we so caught up in the designer thing because of the fact that it make us feel like something, that we spending so much money. It make people look at us different and feel different. That's something we ain't never had coming from where we came from, and like coming from the struggle. You want somebody to put some respect on your name. And if you ain't never had no role models, such as a man or a woman, to teach you who you are as a person or as a child coming up, then that's what you're gonna turn to that designer shit, because you want that same respect, you want that same opportunity the white man gets. So you figure if that's what he putting on, I'm gonna put on too.
Yeah. I mean, man, that shit go deep, man. You know what I'm saying? The Jim Crow, and like all that shit, man. That shit, the Willie Lynch syndrome run deep in all of us, man. Whether we know it or not.
It do.
Whether we know it or not.
It do. We caught up on the fact that we thinking it's double G's on this motherfucker. This shit got to be the hardest thing. Shit might be about ugly as hell, but that tag on the show say different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just at this point, I'm happy with what happened, because it's like I don't have to support that, knowing what's really thought of me, and then it's being bought out and put on clothes. So I agree. Right. I agree with the way you just explained it. I agree with the 3 month thing. I know me personally, I ain't doing it again. I'm done.
Well, shit, bro. That's your. Hey, listen, man. You had every right as a consumer, and as an artist, and as a black man to make that decision and have that be your decision. I think for us, it's about getting them to take action and respect our mind.
Facts. I respect that.
It's about getting them to take action and respect our mind. You know what I mean? Facts. Because if we walk away and just walk away, and we don't get them to take no action and respect our mind, then they lost the money, but they ain't never come back and rectify the issue.
That real. Yeah. That real.
So I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the strategy, and that's the aim.
I'm learning my check move from you. I'm watching.
Man, it's all good.
Yeah,
it's all good, man.
I appreciate
it, man. How it going up there in Charlotte?
You know, it's moving. It's Charlotte.
It's shaking.
Yeah, you know, you move around enough, you know. It's Charlotte. Yeah, we're gonna make it happen where we at, though. I appreciate it. Though. I ain't want to hold too much time. I just glad you broke it down, because I really didn't understand that 3 month process until you just put it the way you did. I appreciate that for real.
Man, right on, man. Salute. And,
know that.
You know what I'm saying? Love and respect, bro.
For sure, for sure. I'll touch down what you want to do.
All right, love.
Love, bro.
Yeah, man. So again, I want to thank everybody, man, who keeping us in your prayers. I'll be back.
All right. Take care.
Thank you, everybody who keeping us in your prayers, man. What's up, bro?
Yeah, so I work at the museum.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I run
Yeah,
the
man. What's your
restaurant.
name, man? Talk to the line.
What's going on, baby? How y'all doing, man? This is G, man.
Yeah.
We up
What's
here
your name,
chilling,
bro?
man. Kish.
All right. Yeah, right on, man.
Yo,
Yeah, love,
I
man.
holler at you about something.
On my way out. Let me get off here. And salute to all the real. You know what I'm saying? Middle finger to the sucker, man. Stay fuck nigga free, man, long as you can. As I get some new news on Precious, man, I update y'all. But as of right now, shit, man, sis, she got the fight of her life ahead of her. But if anybody can do it, it's her. Shit, man, that's really all I can say right now. And with that being said, peace, love, and respect.